Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland. Off here to glorious 1v1 on Bayuex. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacast who keep me in the business. Without them, I would not be able to do this, so consider joining them as well in their heroic ranks by pledging on Patreon. Go donate by PayPal, links in the description. And you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Anyways, on to the match itself. In these, we've got Jimmy here fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the Sperrverband Wolf with Osttruppen featuring, well, Osttruppen, entrenching tools, the officer, supply drops, and the railway artillery support with triple infantry. Whereas in the west it is Caosak fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here with guard motor airborne troops and so to serve with double mine and grenade range bulletins. Forming up here for the 12th Tank Corps. What will he go for here? With guard motor airborne troops and of course the fairly overhauled so to serve army now featuring the Caosak command squad and team weapon drops amongst other things. Well, that's primarily it really. Also buffed submachine gun upgrade. Conscript is also in the center there, and we do get conscript reserves here, or so to serve here from Caosak, not conscript reserve, but so to serve. Double loss from there for Jimmy. So that of course features the Caosak command squad, the buffed conscript assault tactics, team weapon airdrop. They might want to slightly overhaul that one. That just sounds like a weird name. Rapid conscription, which requires something very special, and the howitzer. Double loss from here for Jimmy. Probably going to be seeing at least one more, if not two more. Concentrating up sandbags and the south here, though. Caosak's all making good progress. Very consistent sandbagging there. Thumbs up. Concentrating repressed. Could push it. There we go. All swimming forwards as the troops are pressed. Now they're squatting south pitch. Third on the way there for Jimmy. Caosak can also soon go for more infantry. So there you go. Conscript falling back here as Jimmy advances for Deutschland. In the south, we've got the Austrian Postman Engineers there. Machine moving towards the centre here. Conscript further falling southwards. Got the point there. Got the point there. Third Austrian squad almost done for Jimmy and Germany. A Sperrverband, for those unaware, was basically the German term for a defensive Kampfgruppe formed up from what was available. Specifically just like designate that, you know, to the higher ups that this was very much just defensively purposed. And you really shouldn't expect much in terms of offensive action. Fourth conscript there for Caosak. Many of them saw, you know, were paired up, for example, doing Operation Backlash on. But also, you know, a bunch of them, for example, doing Operation Market Garden. Constant push back here as the Austrian forwards here. Machine gun support, that's very crucial there. Could get swamped here, the machine could get flanked. Jimmy can go for another Austrian squad here. Perhaps another machine gun. He could also try and take up with this. I would say that is definitely a bit more risky. And he does take up, though. Alright. He fairly liked tier 1 using on the Osttruppen. Seeing this on point here. Austrian being swarmed by the conscripts. Overwhelming numbers being unleashed by Caosak against Jimmy. False retreat in the Austrian squad machinery to try and deal with that again. They want to consider laying down some mines there with his pioneers as soon as possible here when he has the resources. There we go. Push them back there. Map is actually slightly favoured here for Jimmy at the moment. Pentagon squads will also be graded here though for Jimmy. Particularly if he's only going for the Austrian squad, he definitely wants Panzer Grenadiers to help carry some of the heavier load there. I mean, you generally want them anyways, but I think if you're only going for 3 Osttruppen, you really want Panzers. There you go. Jimmy does go for them fast, relatively fast. Thumbs up there. Use enough happening before 2. Petro quickly ducks down while Yuri sort of just stands about. Hey Yuri, get your head down. But why? We're being shot at, you idiot. Oh. Well, I'm not feeling anything. Oh, you idiot. Sandbags over the southern point. We got the Panzer squad almost done there for Jimmy. Swarming the Austrian in the south. Not shabby. Machine reposition there. Got the center once more. Pioneers on sandbags. So there you go. A Panzer Grenadier squad gefechtsbereit here for Jimmy. As for Caosak, nothing further on except lots of conscripts. We have the medics up. We got this pump company up there for Caosak as well. Very good. Certainly a signal though to Jimmy, he can really start laying down mines since Caosak will of course have no minesweepers right away. So some S-mines right places, artillery protect you a bit there to slow down Caosak and disrupt him a bit. Or, you know, surprise him with a telemine. Because what greater surprise to give to your enemy than blowing up the tanks out of nowhere? Telemines, when you really want to mess up the one you hate. Panzer pushing back the conscripts there, up in the south, got the down south, not up south, up south. It's the new down south. Sandbags up there with the 6th 3 Divisional Field on the way for Caosak. Steady advancing with the Osttruppen across the entire frontage. News versus the Osttruppen. Medics almost down there as well for Jimmy. And Germany. Osttruppen taking man losses. Panzer against the conscripts. Machine taking as well there. No, cancel the field gun for Max. No, for Maxim. Make up your mind, Caosak. Quickly, comrades, we need a field gun. Never mind, we need a mortar. Never mind, we need a Maxim. Make up your mind, you idiot. Garibaldi lining against the engineers. Heading for the southern field there, but again, Jimmy Self mentioning that good map control here versus opponent. Very good. Building the light to mechanized companies. Either he wants an armored car. Could also go for a half J. Or he's just planning to go for the Pack 40 from there, but at the same time, I suppose he's just rely on the supply drop here, to be honest. Constantly being slightly mowed down by the Panzergrenadiers, Caosak getting close to Betty 2 and the Caosak Command Squad, but also the Conscript Assault Tactics. Armored car there for Jimmy and Deutschland. Also being flanked by the Conscript being bled out here by Caosak's brave infantrymen. Machine up on the advancing engineers, but the flank here is a bit exposed. Could see an hoorah here to, or just, casually walk right past the arc of fire. Armored column is done. There we go. Conscript Assault Tactics. I believe, yeah, you see one squad being upgraded. Very good. And he can also add the Command Squad to boost his infantry. So reinforcing healing. Armored coming out. Osttruppen forwards. North the appointments is there. Armored car pushing it, catching the units out in the open and slowly mowing them down. And now Caosak is going for the field gun. The submachine gun building comes to their pushback here by Jimmy's 222 or 222. Osttruppen forwards here, moving in there, engage counter, catch them right in heavy cover. Armored car could of course outflank them. He's probably not going to charge into the threat about anti-tank grenades, which is a very simple threat to be honest. That's it. Good pushback here by Caosak against Jimmy. Of course, Jimmy is looking to tap his opponent. He's also making good use of barbed wire here to deny his opponent cover. I think the Osttruppen can also lay down barbed wire as well. Yes, indeed, doing that. Thumbs up to Jimmy. Wunderbar. I imagine we'll be seeing more submachine guns as time goes on. No sign of the Caosak. Could be that Caosak does not want to have the Caosak breathing down his neck. Who knows? Barbed wire here, very good. Use of that ability. Most players, when they do go for Osttruppen, will typically not make use of those abilities, but as you can see, they're being quite handy. So, thumbs up to Jimmy. You're doing good work. Gute Arbeit. Conscript 40 for the submachines. 2 squads upgraded so far with the PPH-41. An upgrade to the PPD-40 submachine gun, if I remember correctly. Basically cheaper to make and easier to make overall. Though while they showed with the drum magazine had numerous issues, mostly due to it not really holding up well to mass production. And so they had to switch over to the stick magazine, which still had some of the issues, but less. So there you go, Panzer getting wiped out with the submachine wielding conscripts there, punishing Jimmy there for no extension and leaving the flank exposed. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it does happen. That's painful there for Jim. Of course, losing his Panzer squad's going to hurt him really, particularly as he loses an opportunity to get them to the good levels of veterancy faster. Had to replace them because again the Osttruppen just do not scale well. Even with extra machine guns, you really want Panzer grenadiers to do more of the offensive work. And so losing the Panzer squad early on again just delays getting to that Betty 2 and Betty 3 where those Panzers become really good. Like they become amazing. Later Kreuzträger in anything but name. Get the opening suffers there. North there point being seized. And there we go. Panzer squad ready there for Jimmy and Deutschland. Fixing up the 222. Meanwhile back here we got the tech they're going on for Caosak. Excellent. Still no Commissar though. But definitely doing some heavy lifting over the submachine wielding conscripts. Can also go over the team weapons airdrop. I've no idea what it actually involves though. I've yet to see it used. I'm guessing they're looking at the icon. We're probably looking at field gun and machine gun similar to the German one. Just without resources attached to it. That said, he's got both the Max and the field guns. I guess he doesn't need it as much. He could do it if he really wants more field guns and machine guns, which could possibly happen. Bit of maneuvering in the south, good maneuvering there. Looking to hook around Jamie's front line here. Also fairly more exposed southern bits. Excellent. Can go for the T-70 now. He could also push for the issue 6. Or considering the timing, he could just try and, skip it, go for the mechanized armor company and begin, pushing towards the T-34 some 6s already, and maybe get ahead of Jamie on the curve on that one, though Jamie is also taking up himself. So we'll have to see there what Caosak does. I mean, there's, I would say both are viable options, and particularly with team weapon airdrop, I mean, he does have a bit of an emergency, oh dear, I need another anti-tank gun fast option. He does go for the T-70 though, plus more engineer, so again, in theory, if it becomes necessary, he can just drop this one in as well. Max on the dealing with the flanking Osttruppen, and he's trying to, but not too well. Field report everything 42. Worth noting, heavy machine gun teams are great versus anti-tank gun crews because, here's the thing, most heavy machine gun teams actually do a lot of damage. The thing is though, suppressed units take less damage in general, at least for a brief while. But so, with anti-tank guns and field guns, they cannot be suppressed when they do take the full damage. So, in the right position, the machine gun team can actually quickly do a lot of damage to an anti-tank gun crew. Of course, the field gun being a bit of a standout because it can just fire back at the machine gun crew and actually counter that, which is one of the many reasons why this gun feels a bit dumb to me. But, go figure. Got rapid conscription, he probably won't use it, but it's still a handy ability. About to lose the Panzer Squad again, needs to be more careful here. Since up close, the conscripts will beat them, but again, mid to long range, the Panthers will have the advantage of the conscripts. He's on the ramming here. Got the weapon drop here because he wants the Pak-40 fast, plus again, he gives the machine gun more. And of course, more resource, in particular fuel, which allow him to get armor faster. So there's some reasons there for it. That said, Jamie is floating a lot of munitions. As I mentioned, he wants to lay down mines, but hasn't done so. Definitely a bit on the side here, but Jamie versus Caosak. In particular with Osttruppen, you will typically find yourself floating a lot of munitions. So you really want to be laying down mines, further exploit that in a sense. So, bit of an oversight with Jamie, bit of an oversight, but again, you'll notice if you like with good Osttruppen players, the few there are, they will typically again lay down a lot of mines. At least they should lay down a lot of mines, because again, they will be having a lot floating about there. So right now, though, Caosak pushing ahead and exploiting then Jamie's lack of mines, despite again Jamie having good map control, a lot of munitions. He failed to put those two together. It's like, stronger map control there. Got some squad up with the conscripts. Certainly upgraded conscripts. Fairly good counter to Osttruppen as well. So there you go, Pak-40 ready. Can crew the machine gun, but I also need to get the support core and rush out some armor here versus Caosak. And Osttruppen, I think, would be a fairly decent choice, but there's no Panther 4. So right now, Jamie is in a bit of a tight spot. Here's Caosak is looking to control the map, and he's actually laying down mines up here. It just looks like it. Caught on a bad spot here. Panzer kept support though. There we go. Concentrating in fire, and there go. Push back. See something further in here. Back at base, reinforcing healing. North Pak-40 there against the engineers for some reason. Maximum machine gun there, pushing that back. Machine getting bombarded by the T-70. Troops reinforcing healing here for Jamie. Need to do more work though. Fix the armoured car. Bit of bouncing there. Shot fired. He's routed. Maximum up in the centre. Full kills. Veterans who won. Conscripts suppressed, routed, but really Jimmy's situation right now is looking pretty rough, and I think a lot of it is pretty much like right now, all waiting for a tank to turn the tide for him once more. Because again, he's infantry, because again, largely relying on Osttruppen, it's not going to help it. And again, losing that Panzer Squad there, again, further set back Jimmy. And he, I think, really needs to long-term consider at least one more Panzer Squad here versus Caosak, because he's not getting light machine for the Osttruppen will not, fix everything. There you go, being murdered here by machine gun fire, and of course the Panzer with Sturmgewehrs. Mechanized armor company here for Caosak, can actually push for T-34 pretty fast. Jimmy, though, is not far from the Panzer IV. Then good progress in the north, so good. Lots of barbed wire there. So no one gets to use the sandbags. No one. Much the confusion of archaeologists later on. There we go, Panther 4 for Jimmy. Troops are pressed here, fielding opening up the Panther ears, or the armoured cart. Decent there. Close veteran to 1, but also close to death. Pioneers need to retreat before they get utterly annihilated here by Caosak's forces. And there we go, T for the force from 6 Caosak, Panther on the flank here. Still no commerce out, no weapon drop, no rapid conscription. I'm honestly not entirely sure why he went for reserve army when he's not really utilising it. Except for the submachine guns, at which point he could have gone for like any doctrine, like maybe shock army, advanced warfare, guard rifle. So, I don't know, seems a bit bizarre here. Maybe he just wanted to try it out, but then found himself not entirely sure what to do with it. That can happen. And there's Panther already there for Jimmy, adding the penalty machine gun to it. Very good. The damage engine on the 222. There we go, T for the front there for Caosak. Panther 4 charging in. Shot whiffed. Panther 4 down to half health already. Honestly, also one thing you may want to consider, of course, Caosak also should consider, of course, would be mortars. This is a fairly good mortar map, so, you know, also something I think folks have to consider. Mines only from Caosak, awesome under fire there. Panther pushing further south, lots of mines from Caosak, thumbs up, and again, Jimmy, meanwhile, hasn't laid down a single mine. I mean, imagine that the T's gonna hit like any, like telemine he could have laid down. I mean, that would have been huge for Jimmy and pretty bad for Caosak, so. And obviously, may not have hit it, but, you know, imagine he had. Definitely, I feel like, again, like Jimmy's sleeping too much in these munitions. Picks on the Panther 4, though, that's very good. Fielding them to ready here for Caosak, just not bothering with the cheating weapon airdrop. I mean, technically, it costs only a bit more than this, you know, calling it in, or building it, but also getting a machine gun on top of that. Austin found the cover immediately vanishing before their very eyes, forcing them to retreat. Back from the T-34 from 6 and south, we got the contract in the Panther DC. Bomb grenade would be great right now. Geballte Ladnung. Except now. Yeah, that's. Oh, there you go. Bomb grenade off.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Center machine and Tom need to retreat. The T's engaging violently. Panther 4 still being fixed up. We're going to fixed up again. Could go for Stug now. Could also try and take a bit longer for an Osman and just commit to more Panther 4s. I'd say all three are viable for different reasons, whether this T-Stug calls to come to maybe help give it an increased chance of hitting up the T-70 and the T-34 from 6 without them having a chance to escape. In the Osman Great as the infantry, of course, the Panther 4 just being a solid all-rounder. But he really should consider either another Panther escort here, the officer, or a mortar, and possibly a mix of the two, to be honest. Sort of mixing the two of the three there. Could choose a rocket launch for Caosak. That's also one way to bring an artillery to the battlefield. Reinforcing healing. South got attacking at the southern point. Pioneer suppressed. Conscripts being hammered by the T-34. Don't worry, comrades, they were counter-revolutionaries. Friends of the fascists. Pack running up, with the T-34 some 6. Not. More mines being netted by Caosak. He's just religiously mining the map here. Or near religiously. Very good. Their thumbs up. And again, Jimmy meanwhile is just not mining at all. At least it does have a minesweeper. But that's about it, really. There we go. Katyusha rocket launch out for Caosak. Jimmy can now go for another Panther 4 here. Just as long as you go for something, I'd say that's fine. There we go, another Panther 4 for Jimmy and for Germany. You have 399 to 324. T-4 goes for the straight for the machine gun crew. Showing no mercy there. Panther in Southford. Southford to the C1 there. And there you go, concentrating their cover shattered before the very eyes. Katyusha moving up here. Lucky there wasn't a pack forward nearby. That could have been the end of the Katyusha there. Up north, T-Fit for the damaged engine. Huge swarm of infantry there. We've got mix of submachine guns and 7 upgrades. Bolton grenade in the conscripts. Nice bit of damage there. Small chance of wiping on the conscripts. Oh, that just went up to strong chance. There we go. Kaput. Panther are mine. One of them nearly laid down by Caosak. There goes second Panther ready. At this point, with 2 Panther force out, he should also consider another Pioneer squad just to speed up repairs, to be honest. He could also go for maybe a flamethrower just for some extra anti-infantry, now that he already has a minesweep team, for example. Would be a great use of those munitions, to be honest. Flanking the field, going to Katyusha fine way here. Right at the center, pushing back machine gun crew there. Machine gun, Osttruppen, Pioneer swing 40 back up the Panther 4 there. Could try and rush down the field gun, maybe, but still. Definitely feel like Jimmy needs more infantry, and again, assault infantry, the officer, or the mortar. And of course, Caosak could have considered replacing his losses, or just using rapid conscription. And they did kind of nerf it, along with relief infantry. I remember when they just gave you practically unlimited replacements. Those were fun times, by the way. Those were very fun times. I still remember one match where I had near limitless conscripts and then just using the new ones to merge with the old ones. All the times with, well, unlimited Osttruppen. Fun times too. Anyways, Osttruppen forwards here. Pioneer Panther was the conscripts. Panther whiffed, fortunately. Or fortunately, depending on perspective. Half the squad they're gone with a blink of an eye as the High shell goes amongst them. Up north, the T-Fit 4 pressing up the front end. Jimmy's just constantly being pressured. He's just, struggling to make progress because the Panther force, while certainly solid, lack proper infrastructure to make, barge the way through Caosak's front line. Like, he needs something that can actually push and attack because the Osttruppen just aren't good. At least he's going for another Pioneer squad. Thumbs up there to Jimmy. Got 361 to 303. Up north, T-Fit force being fixed there by Caosak. Pretty close to the front line, and there you go. Pioneers by a direct pack shot there, ruining the repairs already. It's a car. And there you go, another Osttruppen squad utterly annihilated from the very face of the earth with the Katyusha rocket launcher. Caosak treating it like a rocket shotgun. Jimmy really badly needs more infantry now. I mean, now he's just done a 2 infantry squads, one of them in the Osttruppen. That is not sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. He absolutely needs infantry support. So he needs to replace those troops. Again, officer could be like an immediate choice. You can go for grenadiers, but honestly, I would strongly recommend Panther grenadiers at this point. H5, that's going to further help here versus Jimmy's armor. Arguably a bit overkill, but very solid. I mean, you could take notes, just go for, say, a pair of H6s, which also give him more artillery. But the H5 is certainly just, a nice solid choice in case Jimmy decides to get to scale up. Norfolk at the Panthers of the conscript, pushing them back, though, somewhere well placed assault rifle fire. You're seeing them being suppressed. In the south here, Panthers the conscripts. Jimmy, though, really needs to figure out some way to push forward. See, we've got the issue coming out, though, again, I imagine it's a bit tough, but also just due to the sheer number of mines from Caosak. And again, Jimmy's just lack of mines. He's also at this point floating almost 400 munitions. Not great there. I can only imagine him some to, retire in Argentina with all that munitions after the war. Railroad transport needs here on Caosak. Oh, got the machine gun. That's definitely one way of playing it out. Last words were, Boris, do you hear something? What? Pushing for the cent here. See some bounces. Lack support here for the Panther. Oh, we do get the machine gun. Oh, he's going for the Katyusha. Got it. Needs to blitz out there now. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Scheiße. Should have blitzed there when he could have. Other Panther moving in. Where's the infantry? There's the Panthers. They're gone. And again, there's no other infantry here for Jimmy. Lost the Panther 4. The ones they need to get out because still being fired up by the other field gun. Plus, there's technically the T-70 and the other field gun there as well. He risks losing the Panther 4 without getting the H-5. Got more relatives pulled in on the other field gun. T-4 moving in here. Panther 4 about to get knocked out. Pioneers arriving, but they're not going to help. And there you go. Panther 4 knocked out. A stinging blow there to Jimmy. Pack 40 was not seen either. And I definitely feel like that was, you know, a sort of half-decent idea. Paul executed, and then he just made it worse by committing the second Panther 4. Like, you just pulled out the first Panther 4 as soon as possible. This is also where the officer would have been great, because then used the officer to lead under smoke screen to allow the Panther 4 to get out of there, and, you know, mostly intact. So, definitely feel like there's some issues there for Jim. At least, I guess he spent all the munitions, but how much value he got out of that is another story entirely. I mean, he took out one machine gun with it, and that's it. Oh, we do get rapid conscription here from Caosak. 2 thumbs up. Whoa. Someone's actually using the ability. Good golly, and there you go. Got the replacements. Now it just only gives you 1 squad to replace with. On the other, it speeds up production and the infantry and replacements and reinforcement time, so you could just reinforce them really fast if you were Osttruppen, which is pretty neat. Still, very nice there. Again, 2 thumbs up to Caosak. Actually used the ability. I mean, that's damn impressive. Can you also show us here how it looks with the reinforcement times? Come on, Caosak. Be a good sport. I said, be a good sport, Comrade Caosak. Be a good sport. Better scram from around front line. Come on. Reinforce your troops there. And there we go. As you can see there. Really fast now. Good lord, that's fast. There we go. Keep it back under to attack and Panther 4. Nice kill there for Jimmy. Finally, but his infantry still remains fairly dire, and he does not have access to, you know, rapid conscription really infantry with the doctrine. Awesome squad wrapped up, meaning, yeah, he's got 1 Panther squad left now to do all the infantry work, whereas the opponent with 4 counter squads. That is not going to cut it for Jimmy here. Got the internal prison up for them before 2 tank into the enemy. He's got no troops out of the crew, but he's got the pioneers, I guess. But yeah, the pack gets destroyed before they can do it. Situation here for Jimmy is rapidly now falling apart in his hands, as Caosak just keeps unleashing, punishing blow after punishing blow. As Jimmy's force composition is just completely betraying him at this point, like just the lack of infantry, the failure to replace infantry losses as the match went on. But again, also just again the high reliance on Osttruppen, at least not having a sufficiently large number to give from. Again, just only 3, and then not getting enough troops to, you know, do the other work, I think has really bitten Jimmy in the arse here, like, you know, somehow setting himself on a bear trap. So he's going to do some serious work to turn this around. I'm not going to say it's impossible. Again, you know, with some really good attacks, I say there's a chance, but statistically, it's very unlikely with the force he's got available. But again, I'm not going to say it's impossible. You never know. You can really do a lot of work with a good Panther squad and a Panther 4 and a good flank. But so far, Jimmy has not shown himself to be, you know, great in those areas. And again, he's kind of again squandered one of his main advantages, which was all those munitions and this early stage of map control there. That was really, I think, one of the Jimmy's largest strategic mistakes this match. Is he had a lot of the map, he had munitions, but never put those 2 together. We've got 335 to 742. He still has a big 2-point lead, so again, theoretically, just stall out. He can theoretically turn this around. Theoretically. Got the T-70 finally. Nice kill there for Jimmy and Germany. The Sperrverbande Wolf. There we go. She gets a good hit on the Panther 4. Rushing in with it. Could perhaps hit it with the Pack 40 here. Also, you may want to hit that fuel point there. And more mind for Caosak against Mount Notice. Unlike Jimmy, who never mind, again, wins ahead, Caosak absolutely does not miss a beat. He knows he's ahead, and he knows that, you know, to mine it is to keep ahead, or stay ahead. So, 2 thumbs up to Caosak there, showing how it's done, besides, you know, using rapid conscription. Also thumbs up. At least he's going for another Panzer Squad. Finally, but that really took Jimmy quite some time there. It's almost up to 2, but he's going to need 3 at least. Pushing into the mine. Again, great value on those mines here from Caosak. Hidden by the machine gun team. Ace-load, by the way. Conscripts there causing havoc in the rear lines here of Jimmy's position. We've got the Panzer IV moving to assist. Up north, the Panzer's heading for the victory point there. Sneaking up with the Pioneers, but they need to retreat before they get annihilated here by Caosak's forces. Could try to target upon position 5. That could work out. In fact, almost got the HQ5 here. Oh, possibly could lose it. And does get. That's a great killer for Jimmy again. There are chances here. He just plays smartly, but... Ooh, another possible up here on Caosak. Almost got to be able to get a fresh Katrusha out of Caosak as well, but... Ah! Shows it. Machine gun forwards here. Close to getting wiped out. And wipe the Panzer as well there. Without getting the wipe. Short on infantry once more there, Mr. Jimmy. The opportunity was there, but he dropped the ball a bit, unfortunately, also plus a bit of bad luck. Got the Ace Panzer moving forwards here. T4 rushing forwards, damaging the Panther 4. Grabbing the Pack 40 used to attempt to before this is destroyed again. Panzer being mowed down here by the T-Fed and everything else. Pack being battered by the field guns. Almost got finished with the Ace Panther in the ears. They got 32 kills. Pack destroyed this time around. South, we got the Pioneers retreating. Panzer reinforcing. The ship reinforcing. He also needs more armor. He needs a lot of things, really. That's the problem for Jimmy. He needs a lot of things. Except more enemies, which is the only thing that, that keeps coming at him in a greater number from Caosak's side of things. In fact, he could soon go for another T-54. He also just kept popping rapid conscription just to get out more infantry, to be honest. I wouldn't have been a half bad idea either from Caosak. Medic bagger down. Jimmy, though, keeps fighting. A true believer in victory for the fatherland. Up north, the point being seized, and the south point being seized as well. Wrecking the infantry company. Up north, come down the point there. Panther out. There you go, second Panther 4. So, of course, add the pinlight machine to that one. Got 230, 242. Now the T for almost on Caosak and the Red Army. Country comes there by the fuel point. Great hit there, shattering Yuri. Brittle glass and a concrete floor of a grain silo somewhere in Stalingrad. Machine about to get wiped out by the conscripts. Good work there by Caosak. The situation with Jimmy is not particularly improving. Bound grenade completely whips there. T-4 the Ace Panzer on the east. Jimmy's forces are rapidly deteriorating at this point. He's got next to nothing left here. Machine crews are dying. He's got a couple of tanks, which again, theoretically well utilized, could do some damage here to Caosak. The problem is if Jimmy can do that now. Straight into a mine, and of course that's going to be one of the major issues right now for such a panzer push. Is all of the mines Caosak has put down, really just highlighting the sheer value of mines like that. They can really do a lot there to drop momentum of any panzer push. Now the other panzer will talk here with the field gun and the T-54, and there you go. GG, game over. A loss for Jimmy, a victory for Caosak. Again, Jimmy, while he had a strong opening, failed to again capitalize on it fully with the lack of mines. That was one issue. 2, with the kind of build he went for, he should have gone for more panzer in this than just 1, or at least gone for the officers as well. That was also failed on. Plus, tactically he made a cut of some other weird decisions that allowed Caosak to push ahead. We've meanwhile made use of mines which was ahead there. Thumbs up. Could have used his stocks on better, but at least make use of rapid conscription. Again, thumbs up to that. And just played well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that. And of course, do consider pledging on Patreon or donating via PayPal. Links in the description. This is Imperial Links in Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'm Shot again for another episode. Bye.